Hey guys! So I have been asked to do a little tutorial on how I do my fluffy brows, and that's what we gonna do today. So yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say except if you want to see how I do these beauty brows, beautiful brows, then keep on watching. Okay, let's get started. So first off, I'm just going to use a spoolie and brush my brows up. Ta-da! Really simple, it's fine. And maybe zoom in now. If you hear a dog, ignore it. It's the morning and she's going psycho. Okay, so today, drop some lashes. I'm going to use the Kat Von D brow pomade. If it's gonna, oh, it did kind of. Okay, cool. Kat Von D brow pomade in taupe, and I'm using my MAC 266 SE. It's only it's because it's a little bitty baby one from a Christmas collection. Fun fact. This is the second time I'm filming this. It's great. Okay, so now they're all brushed up, and then I'm going to start on the bottom and kind of just draw a line, just one stroke. There you go, the line. And then I'm going to take that product and just brush it straight up into my brows. Like so. You kind of want to do it fast with the Kat Von D one because it dries really quick. There you go. I'm really trying hard to stay in the frame, okay? But I bend over, I'm too high. That's what happened last time. I was literally doing the tail of my brow, kind of the most important part, and I was not in the camera frame. Okay, so then what I do is I kind of follow the top and then make my arch, and that's how I make my tail. So just follow the arch that I made. Aha, yeah. And then I kind of just blend that down into everything else that was there. And I try to keep a very little amount on my brush so that way there's not too much product in my brows. And then I just take the bottom and connect it to that tail. And my arch is a little over to the left. Ooh, yeah. That was a better brow than yesterday. This is how she looks now. And then what I'm going to do is take a little amount on my brush, and then I just kind of flatten it, and I just make sure that there's a very little amount and it's really skinny. So I flatten it so it kind of sticks together, and then I'm gonna go in and do little hair-like strokes in the front because my brows are non-existent there. And if you didn't notice before, when I draw that bottom line, I bring it out further than my actual brow hair. I'll bring it out to here because the front part of my brow doesn't really grow, and that's why I kind of fake it right there. Alright, so I am now going to do the other brow and then I'll come back. Okay, cool. Now what I'm going to do is take my spoolie again. I don't know why I moved my mirror. Kind of brush it out a little bit. And then, yeah, sometimes the top I can have a thicker line, and when I brush it out, because when you comb your hairs up, ooh, I actually hit my face. When you comb your hairs up, it'll kind of show the lines a little bit, so that's why you really want it blended. You don't want just a line and then a line on the top and a line on the bottom. Otherwise, you're going to see that the middle doesn't actually have any product in it. So sometimes if I'm running late and I actually do that, I don't brush out the product because I don't have time to. But today I will make sure to do that. There. Alright, so now I'm going to take that same spoolie. Well, first off, what I use and the main reason why my brows are so fluffy. So I use the Got To Be Spiking Hair Gel. And then I use a broken lid from my setting powder. I just put a little bit on there. And then I take my spoolie and basically just kind of rub it in. Alright, so then I will kind of comb up, there's the word, with the side that is not covered in gel, and then kind of go through it with the side that is covered in gel. Ta-da! Fluffy, not fluffy. Fluffy, not fluffy. Also, if you mess up on the bottom, don't you worry, because I clean that up. Sometimes, depends on the day, but today I will to show you. And fluffy. This one, I have more hair in this brow, so I have to put a little bit more gel in. Also, I do my brows after my base because I find when you have fluffy brows like this, if you don't have your foundation underneath and you want to like carve it out, that's like not the point of a fluffy brow. If you want to carve out a brow that's more like Instagram brows, I guess. But if you want fluffy, you want to have that, like, to be able to see the little hairs, which I find better over top of a foundation base. So if I do them before my foundation, then I would kind of have to carve it out with foundation, or I wouldn't get that spot because my hairs are like sticking up and then my skin is obviously behind it, so I couldn't really get that. And I don't know, I think it kind of looks blurry and you don't get the same effect if you do them before your foundation. But yes. Also, I put highlight there, and it's a lot easier to highlight when your brows are not done. Yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to carve out my brows. 1 second. I use 2 different things. So I use the MAC Select Coverup. This is basically like an eye base. That's on days where I'm like just chilling and not really caring if I'm doing a huge thing, or if I'm going to do like a really good eye look or something like that, then I will use the P. Louise Rumor base, and I'll carve it out and use this as my eye primer. But today, since I am just going to work after this, and I'm not doing a whole bunch of crazy eyeshadows, then I'm just going to use my MAC Select Coverup one. And I'm using my Crown Flat Brush. I guess you don't need to see the name. There's no number on it. It's dirty. It's fine. It's not going to kill you. It's just really, really thin, but it's nice and big. So I like it that it's big. I like the reason that it's big because, one, I can get it all over my lid way quick. See? Way quick. And when it gets really, really flat, and then I can just go right under, and it does it really quick, and there you go. And then I obviously blend out the sides with another brush. I use my Luxie 233 Large Fluff. And then depending on the day, I either do my eyeshadow or set it with a face powder. I typically always use like even one eyeshadow, like I think, is it Burnt Orange by Anastasia? I think that's the one I use like all the time. But before I do any of that, I always go back in with my highlighter so that the highlighter kind of goes on the wet concealer, and then it's a bit more like oomph and in your face. I spray my face before I put any concealer on, or any highlighter on, every day, not concealer. So I feel like if my highlighter on my whole face is like crazy and really out there, if it's not even like a little bit kind of close to like, you know, out there on my brow bone, then I think it just doesn't match my face, like the rest of my face. So that's why I do that. And I'm just gonna go finish the rest of my face and then I'll be back. Alright, and this is my finished face with everything on. I'm wearing MAC Boldly Bare lip liner and NYX Butter Gloss and Tiramisu. Yeah. So there they are in all of their fluffy glory. I will now zoom you out, I guess. Okay guys, there. Yeah, so that is my tutorial on how I do my fluffy brows. If you have anything else you want to see from me, just comment down below. And yeah, if you want to follow me on Instagram or anything else, it's all listed down below too. Okay, see you guys. Bye.